Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello, everyone. This is Jarvis S. Scott with What's Happening Birmingham. Today, I have the honor and pleasure. I got Gerard Jones. Did I pronounce that right?
Gerard Jones. Yep, you got it.
Okay. And Mavis was another name over here, but that's Mavis. Mavis, what's your last name?
Mavis Green.
Mavis Green of the SCLC. And they're here to talk about a lot of events they got coming up because everybody knows it's voting season coming up. And voting season comes pretty much every year. I want to tell everybody that it's not every 4 years like people think. You know, people need to pay attention to the local municipal elections and also the state, the county elections, because that's going to affect you more than the presidential elections, or who a topic ticket. But I want to talk about the event they got coming up that's called Souls to the Polls. And it's this Sunday at 5 p.m. at Trinity Baptist Church, Graymont. So, Jared, tell me about
Gerard,
the
you got it.
Gerard.
Yeah, so we've got Souls to the Polls. Like you said, it's happening this Sunday at 5 p.m. And this really is a combined kind of event. It's a benefit concert first. So we're going to have performers, some renowned performers from the Lawson State Concert Choir, Lawson State Community College Concert Choir, singers from UAB Department of Music, local Birmingham artists who are a part of different theaters and things like that. And also Dr. Cordelia Anderson is coming down from Fisk University. She has a long-time association also with Alabama State. So we're going to start with that, and that's going to set the tone. It's going to be uplifting music, political music, unifying songs, and it's going to set the tone for the highlight of the evening, which is a political debate. It's going to be orchestrated by Miles College, and our moderator for that is actually Erica Pedway from CBS 42. And in that debate, we're really going to get into some of the topics from this presidential cycle. We're going to talk about social media. We're going to talk about the role of the vice president. We're going to talk about the outlook and perspective of politicians in today's society. And then we're going to have some of our local officials who are also going to speak on various topics, everything from absentee voting, probate, diversity and inclusion. We're going to have all of that by some officials to close out the event.
Okay, one thing I want to mention too, this sounds like it's a very great event, and keep in mind it's free admission, everybody, is can Mavis or Gerard, can you, let me first start off, can anybody doesn't know what is the SCLC and what are you all mission?
I think that's a Mavis question.
Okay, SCLC is the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. It is a civil rights organization that was founded by Dr. Martin Luther King. And what it is we pursue social justice and civil rights in all facets of life. So this particular branch is the West Jefferson County chapter of SCLC. So we focus on the western side of Alabama, a little bit outside of Birmingham. Okay. Each year we work on civil rights and social justice items such as voter registration, making people aware of the importance of voting, just like you spoke of. Voter registration, we go out to local schools, we go to rallies and set up voter registration polls. Also, each year around Martin Luther King birthday or on Martin Luther King birthday, we do an oratorical contest where we give students scholarship to pursue college. And that is from kindergarten to 12th grade. We allow students to compete, prepare a speech. We tutor them on the speech, and then they present it and receive a scholarship. So those are some of the things that we work on each year.
Okay, that sounds real neat. And the reason I wanted to start by that is because a lot of times we read about that in the history books. But I was like, this chapter still is going today, everybody. And I think, I've heard the word term as well in the back, like souls to the polls so much. So do you all have any other events that's like voter engagement and registration coming up right before the election?
So we have,
Okay,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was going to say one kind of initiative we did, we always do. Basically, we have our main events throughout the year, but we also support other organizations in their various events. But one thing, if people want to see how they can kind of support SCLC and see us in the community, we do have a new T-shirt job that's going on. It's a really cool design. I'll probably send it to you after this, Jarvis. And it basically says, you know, we're taking a little hit at social media conversation that's been with our presidential candidates. The shirt says that voting is my Black job, and then it has a
Oh,
list
okay. I
of,
was just
yeah,
thinking that.
it has a list of qualifications to vote, you know, just like you would on a job application. And there's one section that says we're hiring, you know. So we're always doing things to invite people to do that. So we're selling those shirts. We started that this week actually, and we're going to be selling those. I'm not exactly sure what the final day is, but through a bus trip that we have coming up in October, I know.
Okay, that's really neat. And one thing I've been seeing on TV too, and they've been running a lot of commercials with the Secretary of State. I don't know if you all want to talk about this Sunday. Is the state of Alabama, or Secretary of State office is if you don't have a regular ID, they're getting voter IDs. I've been seeing a lot of like public service announcements and commercials about that you can present the voter ID if you don't have the other forms of ID to be able to vote.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with that. You're saying that they're not going to accept driver's license. You have to have a voter ID.
If you don't have those things, you can present a voter ID, and it's a free voter ID.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but I do know that the City Hall has a voter ID pamphlet that one could go and get that. So there are probably some options in there that the state of Alabama is offering if a person does not have like a normal driver's license or a non-driver's license. But in Alabama and in most states, you do have to have a photo ID to vote.
Yeah, it's a photo ID with it. And I was like, another thing too, I think people we got as beginning the season, I guess people watching this podcast, find out where you register to vote early before you get to the polls, everybody. Because what you don't want to happen is, and then people get even more like I like to call skeptical is they say, well, you got to get this provisional ballot because you're not where you're supposed to be at. So everyone, please find out. And I know you all gonna have events and resources to help them find out where they register to vote at, because a lot of times people move a lot of places, and especially I think people that live in apartments, they always are constantly they may be registered here and registered there. So at least try to find out, everybody, if you're watching this podcast, where you register to vote at. And even if you can't make it there on time, and I guess you guys can back me up on that, is whether you go there where you last registered than worry about where you are now, because I wouldn't say we're literally 60 days in, but state has their deadlines and everything.
And, you know, and I wish, Jarvis, that's such a good point. I wish I had the website with me, but it's very easy. I recently relocated to this area from a different state, and it's very easy to just go online. You can literally just Google where do I vote, and then you can type in your information, your address, and it'll show you right away where your polling place is. And if that doesn't work, if you're not an online person, you can always call the courthouse, the Jefferson County Courthouse, the Birmingham Courthouse, whatever your courthouse is, and they can direct you to how to figure out where you vote as well. And also for the people, one thing that we are going to talk about at Souls to the Polls on Sunday is absentee voting. A lot of people don't realize, you know, that is an option. So if you, for whatever reason, cannot make it on that voting day, absentee voting actually started on September 11th. So some people have already cast their absentee application, and then the votes, some people are confused about this. People think that when you absentee vote, that your vote gets counted right then. You submitted your vote, and it will be counted at the same time as everyone else's. But like me, for example, I'm in the National Guard, so I will not be here on voting day. So I've already submitted my absentee voter application, and then I'll vote. And students who are away at college, people who are on military call, if you are sick or have some other type of extenuating circumstance where you can't make it to your polling place, you still need to vote. And they can mail you an application, or you can come and pick it up with your ID.
Yeah, thank you for your service. And another thing about that as well is that when you go in there, you can stick it in the machine, everybody. They don't take it, they don't take it and put it in the back room. No, you can stick it in the machine, everybody.
Yeah, they have. I'm at the courthouse. There are locked boxes, and then when it is time to come pick it up, it's not just a regular person. There's a designated official, normally a sheriff, a constable, a person like that who comes, and there's multiple people who come and pick up the boxes and take it to be voted. So no one's counting it or doing anything with it when you first submit it.
Okay, so for more information about the event, where do they go?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were. So right now you can find it. Really, we need to. Right now, our social media and our websites are being updated, so we don't have an exact central location. But CBS 42 did do a really great write up on the event. So if you go to Lily, I tested it today. I went just to Google, Yahoo, and I wrote "Souls to the Polls Birmingham" or "Souls to the Polls SCLC." It comes right up on CBS 42, and that'll give you the location. There's also a flyer there, and then the flyers have also been circulating around town. City Council President Daryl O'Quinn also sent it out to the constituents of District 5. So it's really just kind of floating around, but that's the best place to find it. You can also call or contact us for more information about it. But it will be at Trinity Baptist at 5 o'clock. Trinity Baptist Graymont at 5 o'clock p.m.
All right. Well, Mavis, you got any final thoughts? Anything you want to say?
Oh, additionally, Gerard was thinking about the website. So the website to find out where you vote is alabamavote.gov. And I tested that on last night too. So we advise everybody to go ahead of time, because a lot of times if you haven't voted in a while, they take you off the list. So you need to go and verify that you are still registered, you are still active on that website ahead of time. So don't wait till November. Go ahead and find out, as soon as possible.
Oh, yes, definitely, y'all. Please do that. Well, thank you all for coming on today. Thank you, Mavis. Thank you, Gerard. Please come out Sunday and, keep in touch with me about upcoming events. Thank you all for watching this podcast. Please check out what's happening Birmingham.com for more interviews. Don't forget to go to my YouTube channel and need some more subscribers, everybody. And also check out the audio version of this on Apple Podcasts. Thank you all again. Go vote, and let's do Souls to the Polls, everybody. Bye-bye.
Let's do it. Let's get those souls to the poll. Thank you so much, Jarvis. Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.